Welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan and today we're doing a walk around video of this 2013 Mitsubishi Outlander Aspire. Now what we'll do is walk around the condition of the exterior and show you some of the features inside the actual car. Starting off at the front end, got this really nice grille with the chrome finish going through the middle there with the Mitsubishi badging right there. So nice clear example, and they've stuck pretty well to the standard Outlander look. Now the front bar itself does present pretty well considering the age of the car. It does have very minor marks, however we have tried to touch it up as best as we can, but there's nothing too major or significant on the front end, so the car has been driven quite carefully and looked after pretty well by the previous owner. Down here we've got our fog lights fitted into the front bar. Again, does help if you are driving on those cloudy, foggy mornings. And up here we've got these really nice sharp headlights that do cut across the side here. Very nice and sleek design by Mitsubishi. Got your big globes in there for your headlights and your indicator lamp just at the top there. So nice design on the headlights. I will note there is a little bit of a scratch here, however nothing again too significant or too major that you can notice. Coming over to that first alloy, we've got this really nice 5-spoke design that Mitsubishi has designed in that year. Condition of the rim is exceptional. There's no damage or wear or tear marks on the rim itself. No, just a little bit of glue from the brand new tires that we just put on there. So the rims are in excellent condition and you've got brand new tires on the front end. As you come across the driver's side of the car, you do get your color match side mirror. It does tie in quite nicely with the rest of the car. You do also have your indicator lamp built in just into the side mirror there. It does give that extra visibility for the other drivers when you are indicating. In terms of door handle, nice chrome finish on the door handle, and as it is a keyless entry car, you've got a little button here that does let you lock the car and unlock it from the outside. So pressing that again will allow us to open up the door. Now being the Aspire model, it does come with a few additional benefits. So as you can see, it's got full leather seats for the front and the rear seats. Now the condition of the bolsters are still quite good, quite firm, and no major damage or tear on the seats itself. A little bit of wear here, but it is again what you'd expect from a car that is 7 years old. Carpets are in very good condition, no tears or damage on the carpets itself, and you've got your scuff plating here with the Outlander scuff plate on the outside here. It does give a really nice classy touch, and again it does protect the paintwork on the inside of the door panel. However, just on the bottom here there is a little bit of wear and tear, but nothing too significant again. And taking a look at the actual door cut itself, where we can get a little bit lazy kicking the door open, very minimal marks just on there, but the door cut does still present really well. Closing that up, one thing I will note is the car doesn't actually come with tint. So what this is a privacy glass, which is a dyed glass that is just a little bit darker. It does obviously help people, prevent people from looking inside the car and peeking in. However, it doesn't actually provide any UV protection. So I do highly recommend you speak to us about our tint options, as it's going to add that extra safety for the passengers inside the car, and again all the benefits that do come with tint. Coming over to that second alloy, again very nice rim, great condition. There is a minor scuff here, but nothing too significant. Another one just over here, but they are superficial damage to the chromework itself, nothing to the actual integrity of the rim. And again, brand new tires on the back end here. So far 2 brand new tires, one very good rim and one with the very minor marks, so nothing too concerning. Just on the side here there is another little scuff, but nothing again too concerning for the owner. As you come across the back end here, got a very signature look for the Outlander, which hasn't changed in years. Now you've got your tail lights just across here with this nice chrome plate that ties in quite, it blends actually really well into the tailgate of the car, and with the tail lights does provide really nice braking light. And on the top here you've got your high mounted brake light, again adds that extra visibility for the other drivers on the road. Now in the bottom rear bar here you do get your color match rear parking sensors. Again, does help when you are parking such a big car. You've also got a rear view camera just under there for your reversing. Now you've got your reflectors at the bottom and your reversing lights, and down here you do have a genuine tow bar fitted already. So if you are planning on towing or traveling, everything is already in the car for what you would need it for. Now opening up the tailgate, taking a look in the back end, got full leather seats as I mentioned. So in the actual 7 seats you got full leather. It does also come with a cargo liner, so if you are, if you are planning on putting these seats down and using it for anything else, it does provide that extra privacy in the back if you do store anything in the back. Now it does come with your genuine carpet mats, and one thing I will show is how easy it is to actually drop these seats. So literally pull that lever straight down, quite easy. And if you want to pull it back up, you've got this little thing right here. So quite an easy system to use, very well designed by Mitsubishi, and plenty of space in the back here if you did need it. Now if I lift this up, got your tow tongue in the back there, and your spare wheel is actually mounted under the car here, so quite an easy access if you did need it. Now this is an automatic tailgate, so if I press this button here, tailgate is going to close automatically for you. So nice little touches and details in this model of this year. Coming across the passenger side of the car, you've got your fuel filler cap on the passenger side. Very minor marks here, but nothing too significant. Now being on the passenger side of the car, it is a safe side of the car. If you do have to pull over, you know you're going to be nice and safe. Coming over to that third alloy, great condition on this alloy. Again, nothing too significant, no damage. Generally the ones that get damaged the most. So again, looked after really well, and plenty of tread on those brand new tires. As you come across the passenger side, you can see how well the paintwork actually still presents. Considering the age of the car, it has been looked after really well by the previous owner. So I do highly recommend you speak to us about our glass coat option, because it is going to give you, again, a 6-year warranty on this beautiful paintwork and preserve it and make it 10 times easier for you to clean. Coming over to that fourth and final alloy, generally the one that gets damaged the most. Great condition, no damage on that whatsoever, and brand new tires. So we've got 4 brand new tires and 3 completely unmarked rims, one with very minor marks, and great condition on the paintwork. So what we're going to do now is pop the hood and take a look inside. Alright, now taking a look inside the engine bay here, what we have is Mitsubishi's 4-cylinder 2.3 litre turbo diesel motor in this 2013 Outlanders. It does also come with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so it does make the ride quite nice and smooth, and if you do need that extra torque and power, you've got that in the turbo diesel. Now this car itself comes with a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so plenty of safety for all the passengers inside the car, whether you're at the very front or all the way at the back. Now this motor itself produces 110 kilowatts with 360 newton meters of torque, so enough power for all your daily needs. Now this, as I mentioned before, it is a diesel fuel tank with a 60 litre capacity with a combined fuel consumption of 5.8 litres per 100 kilometers and an average fuel distance of an astonishing 1,034 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive and whether you are towing. Alright, now taking a look inside the Aspire, as it is the model up, it is does come with a few added features inside the actual car. So starting off on the driver's side door, do get this really nice leather stitch armrest, nice door card over here, and you've got a nice plastic gloss panel that goes through there, so nice design by Mitsubishi in regards to the door card itself. Then you've got full power windows, with your driver's side being fully automatic up and down, and the rest just your standard power windows. Above that is your central locking controls and your power window lock in case people are playing around with the windows in the back seat. Above that are your power mirror toggles, so you can adjust your power mirrors. And coming to the right hand side of the dash, you've got a few little controls here. So on the far right, you've got your forward collision mitigation control to adjust the distance for that safety feature, as well as your parking sensors and your automatic tailgate button to open up the tailgate if you did want to. So if you've got the kids in the back, you can do that. Just above that, you've got your traction control and a little adjuster to adjust the height of your headlights. If you are towing and the headlights do tilt up, you can adjust the tilt of that with this control. Just on the left of that is another little control that helps you flick through the different displays in your cluster there. So a little bit of information like your settings, your trips, and your fuel economy. Now taking a look at the center console, driving column itself, on the right hand stalk you have your left and right indicator, your fog light controls, and your headlights as well. Now your headlights are automatic, so you can just leave it in auto, and when it the car will decide when it needs to use it and turn it on for you. On the left hand stalk, you've got your wiper and washer fluids for your front and rear, and your front ones are fully automatic, so again, can just leave it in auto and the car's going to do everything for you. So smart little car. Just behind that, I don't know if you can see this, there's 2 little paddle shifters to flick through your gearbox. We will touch on that in a little bit, however, just keep a note of that. On the steering wheel, we've got this really nice leather stitch steering wheel, quite comfortable to use, and again, no wear or tear, nothing too significant, very minimal, but the actual condition of the steering wheel is still really good. On the right hand side are all your cruise control settings, so your rest, set, and your on and off button, as well as your adaptive cruise control. On the left hand side are all your media controls for your head unit, so your mode to flick through the different options, and your Bluetooth connectivity for your call and reject, and the little voice activation button. Now coming over to the center console, really nice, again, display ties in quite nicely with the black gloss finish that does cut across the whole car. Got your touchscreen head unit with an inbuilt navigation system, so as you can see, does have inbuilt navigation, and we are at 20 to 32 Kangen drive, so come check us out. We've got heaps of cars on the lot. You've got also your obviously your standard radio with your AM, FM, Bluetooth radio, and you've got a nice little display as well to flick through that. You've also got CD, SD, and USB iPod, and your standard Bluetooth connectivity. Now you can actually press this button here, and what it does is open it up, and that shows where your CD input is and your little SD card for your maps. Now closing that up, coming below that is your hazards. So if you are stuck in an emergency, you can turn them on, nice and clear to use. And you've got your eco mode button if you do want to save a little bit of added fuel. Now coming down to the climate controls, you've got dual zone climate controls. So driver and passenger have their own climates. You can just sync them together, or you can adjust them separately if you did want to. You've got your fan speed and all the rest of the hard buttons to flick through the different options. As you come below that, you've got a little bit of a few little buttons here. So you've got your 12-volt charger. It's not a cigarette lighter, sorry, as we don't encourage people to smoke in the cars. However, there is a little toggle here to turn on and off your automatic tailgate, so you can leave it as just your standard manual tailgate. A little bit of a it's actually a key slot, so you can put your key in case your battery does die. You can actually take this out and put this inside at the back. Then it is going to allow you to turn your car on without with the dead battery. Now on this little panel here, nice glass panel with the leather stitched gear shifter. Now if I bring it down to reverse, you can see the really nice rear view camera that does come with the car. You can see the rear bar just along there, and you've got your guiding lines, and again, quite a clear image. If you bring it down to drive, again, as I mentioned before, if you were to tap on these pedals, you can manually switch into your Triptonic gearbox. So you can just flick through the gears manually yourself, and if you do hold this down, it's just going to flick back into drive. So really nice and easy to use if you did want to use that, especially if you are towing. Coming behind that, you've got your four-wheel drive button, so you can flick through two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive depending on what you're using the car for. You've got your manual handbrake, and being the Aspire model, it does come with heated seats. So you've got your high temperature and your low temperature. However, they're both heating. It's just a high heat or a low heat. And behind that, got a really nice vinyl center console for the armrest. If I lift that up, you've got a little bit of storage in there, so you can put a few things in there, and you've got plenty of storage underneath with another 12-volt socket, and you've also got your USB input there if you did want to charge any phones or additional devices. This slides in quite nice and easy just over there. Now what I'll do is get the camera person and actually pan around the back of the car and show you just the condition of the back seat. So it has been looked after really well. There's no damage to the leather itself, still presents really well for its age. No wear or tear, no spills, no stains, and the carpet lining is still really good as well. So the previous owner has done a really good job in looking after the car. And if you just pan up to the roof as well, just shows you how nice and clean the car is, and the roof lining is still in excellent condition. So what we're going to do now is hop outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video of this 2013 Mitsubishi Outlander Aspire. Now I hope this gave you a good example of the actual condition of the exterior and some of the features on the inside of the car, being the Aspire model. If you did have any additional questions in regards to the car, or actually wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to secure the car before you came in, you can do that. Now the number to dial is 9907055. Just before I go, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan, and what that offers is 5 years additional protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car. It does also come with 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide, and unlimited claims up to $3,600. So it gives you that security if you do plan on keeping this car for a long time. Gives us security in case you do get stuck in an emergency, that we are going to look after you when you need it. Now, one thing I also do highly recommend you talk to us about is a lifestyle pack, which is going to give you a 6-year warranty on the beautiful leather interior and the exterior paintwork on the outside. However, these are at an additional cost, but if you are using our in-house finance, I'd love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who will show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. And lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,000 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you are dealing with the right people and the right kind of business. As I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 9907055. My name is Mason, and thank you so much for watching.